Welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store today. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Louisiana's will have some work to do after that short return. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes the grab. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Raging Cajuns want to move quickly. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better. A good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gutierrez. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got his man on the right. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the UCLA Bruins offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact?
Only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. The play action fake. He's got it. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Raging Cajun.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UTSA packed a wallop today. This was supposed to be a major road test, and instead it felt like a stroll down the Riverwalk there in San Antonio. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Leaves it with the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. He'll pull it on the read. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Smith. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep.
You know this defense was practicing and game planning for this guy in particular. They knew with his speed at receiver, not only would he be catching the football, but they were going to get him involved in the run game as well. That defense looked ready for that play.
Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. Able to get the 1st one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of...
And that's a live ball. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. The give to the back. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Used to play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
UCLA, 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day, and then recently DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. You got to be able to deliver strikes through the air, and this guy right now is doing just that.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He finds his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Looking to throw on 3rd. Gets it out quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
And 1st down for the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. The aerial assault continues. Grabbed over the middle. It's Valentine. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments. And those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. It's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Louisiana has it back, in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go with a direct snap. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Bruins decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. And the Bruins are flying down the field. Handoff to the lone back. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Valentine. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that pass is intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Bruins are in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
At the 16-yard line.
He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete. Now on second down after the incompletion. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A third and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires on the move. It's complete. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Trying to pound it in. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll take it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal.
Encroachment. Defense.
The penalty on the defense, but they don't really give up much ground. There's not much to lose this close to the end zone. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Washington is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Warren Moon, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Cajuns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Louisiana, 21, UCLA.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Bruins in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Makes his connection. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This time they'll go to the running game. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Downs. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And now this offense will take the field again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Got his man. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Give to the running back. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Raging Cajuns will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. catches it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The offense set for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Buys a little time with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Tackled, but he has a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down, using the quick game. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bruins! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, the ground game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for third in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Offense set on first down. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. He's looking for an open man on second down. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw for it. They're bringing heat. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
The Raging Cajuns will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they'll try to make up some of that ground on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Time to take a shot. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. You take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
He's back to throw on second down. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. He has been searching, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 11 over Texas A&M.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man quickly.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. Going up top on first down. Hines is back in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. A lot of urgency for this offense. Now the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snags it over the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack there. And the back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, first down.
And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Downs. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. On first down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man down the middle.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
UCLA.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, UCLA! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
With the carry.
That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd down play from the gun. Snagged in the middle. It's Gutierrez. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Going with the counter play here. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown, Louisiana! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UCLA will go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll put the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the inside. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped. A gain of 6. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And the try is no good. After the failed field goal attempt, still a 12-point game.
Louisiana 35, UCLA 23.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. A strike downfield. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And the Bruins line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Downs. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Marches ahead. And he's dragged down. And they're going to send out the field goal unit and take the offense off the field. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Second and goal coming up. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Bruins! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 7 over Minnesota.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. And the Raging Cajuns are on the move. They'll give it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. He's got 67 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The Raging Cajuns will snap it on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Moving away from pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cajuns. And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll try to tack on one more. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point is good. Sometimes you hope a return will give you good field position. Sometimes it puts a touchdown on the board like that 93-yarder just did. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.